It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
And off we go from Las Vegas. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Raiders 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Haven't met a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll run it with Jacobs, and this time he is in. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Block now to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll get this to Philip Lindsay, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Lock, eluding the pressure right. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Again, it's Lock. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First down, Broncos.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
On the counter, Lindsey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Lock going to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. They thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Jacobs with a carry on 1st down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? On 1st down, Lock. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. KJ Hamler, 35 yards, and the Broncos have retaken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To throw now on first down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one. It's caught at the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score, Broncos 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 35.
Looking to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught inside the 15. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
Kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-17.
Raiders 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Clock now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
He'll go. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards.
First down, Broncos.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Lindsey down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and...
Here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. On the ground, Jacobs will get the 3rd quarter started. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
He was brought down by...
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Running is Jacobs. a short gain here, down to the 22. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
The 22-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
9 now. Flushed out right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And for the third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Lock now on first down. Screen pass to Lindsey. And shutting him off, now open field. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it'll be second down.
I like what they did there, because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and try to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt. I like what they were doing.
And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Shotgun snap to Lock. Got a man, it's Jeudy complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Lindsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down, Broncos.
Here we go. Set. 8, 3.
They look to throw. It's Lock. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Oh, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, it's Lock. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. K.J. Hamler. His second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating, because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
It's a way to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
But he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. He'll let this go deep for Williams. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here at the 32. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
First play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Dancing to his left. He completes this to center. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Locke working out of the gun. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Broncos 42, Raiders 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's
now back to throw. He's got Evans. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
another Las Vegas first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders trying on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On first down. It's Lindsey, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 45-yard line.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. There's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The gun. Block. He'll find Lindsey here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. 7 yards the pick up there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And Philip Lindsey, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They run the counter. Lindsey, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
For the Bronco field goal, a 38-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And he is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a gain of 17.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
A lot going to throw it here. Flush to his right. This is caught. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Final score, Broncos.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving